Hello, welcome to another episode of With It Easy. In this episode, we plan to talk about this plot. What makes this plot special is that it's actually an interactive one. And for example, if you can zoom in and zoom out, if you hover upon certain data points, you can also get hover information and show up on the right side to your cursor, which is very interesting. And more details about this interactive plot actually has been covered in this directory under dv4c repo on GitHub. If you open this Jupyter Notebook file right here in, I think I use, let's see, if I scroll up a little bit. Yes, I use nbviewer for Jupyter Notebook. If you open that file here, you can actually see through some of more detailed discussions about the data and as well as some GIF files to showcase the different functions in the interactive plots. At the very end of this Jupyter Notebook is the one that I showed at the beginning of this video about like this playground with this plot. And we actually will try to regenerate exactly this plot in our session today. The data we'll use actually has been covered before, is also under the dv4c repo, is under this ms deconvoluted data. We actually covered that in one of our previous sessions to talk about mass spectrometry data plotting with Python. And it's this single sample deconvoluted mass spec data.csv file, which we have already downloaded right here. So as always, we'll use ChatGPT to guide us through the creation of this plot. And without further ado, let's jump into this. First thing first, we'll need to create a Jupyter notebook for this session. So let's create this one. We'll name it Interactive MS Plot. So in this case, we actually can tell from this discussion method, discussion Jupyter notebook here, that this plot is generated using a Python package called Plotly. You do need to install Plotly repo for this session, and if you wonder how to install a Python package, make sure you check out one of our starter videos that covered in one of our previous sections. In case we need to figure out the data structure of the underlying data, we're going to start with that. Okay, now we can see that the underlying data we're trying to plot is actually pretty simple. It only have two columns. We have a mass column, which is the x-axis plotted here. We have a y column, which we can have a count column, which will be the y-axis plot here. And as we mentioned before, we'll use Plotly to plot this one. So let's describe our question to ChatGPT. All right, and in this example code generated by ChatGPT, I think it actually populates some sample data for us. We need to let him know that we already reading the data. All right, now we copy this in and give it a shot. And this is the arrow I ran into. Let's see how ChatGPT can help us solve that. Okay, this is the answer provided by ChatGPT. And I think what I forgot to mention is that we're running this Jupyter notebook within a virtual environment. So let me add that to that. The ChatGPT prompt. Okay, now ChatGPT figure out that we need to activate the worship environment first, and then install the or upgrade this package version. So let's try to do that. Um, let's open a new tab in our terminal, and we'll first do copy this. Make sure we activate our virtual environments. If you're interested in more discussions about virtual environments and Python basics, again, make sure you check out our starter video that we covered a couple months ago. Now we just need to upgrade this one. And as we can tell, this should work. It did access to restart the kernel. So on the side, we can restart the kernel right here. And we just need to rerun the commands. Read in the data frame first, and then try to apply. All right, and here we are. If you compare this one with the one on the left, they look pretty much the same, except some like aspects of the plots and the color of the plots. But it has all the functions promised or discussed in this Jupyter book, right? You can zoom in. You can also zoom in along certain axes, and with hover on, you have actual hover information. And that's pretty much for this session today. And in the next session, I'll cover a more fancy plot app to generate. I also use Plotly, so as you probably already figured out, it will come up with all these good functions in terms of interactivity of the plots. So stay tuned for our next session. And with that, thank you for watching the session. If you like it, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. And it would be great if you do all three of that. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Enjoy.